Yo, I want to read something to you because Vlad put out a viral video.
Okay.
I mean, excuse me. He put out a tweet the other day, and it went viral. And as I was reading, and I was like, yo, I want to bring this up to Joc. I want to get his thoughts on it. So I'm gonna read it to you as he put it out. It says, as an adult, playing video games for long periods of time is a form of depression. If you don't believe me, ask yourself. Think about the 100 greatest moments in your life. Do any of these moments include video games? Probably not. And this comes from a lifetime gamer. Now, this particular tweet, it got something like 23 million impressions, 14,000 replies, superstar baller Kevin Durant, Chad Ochocinco, and a bunch of other major gamers all replied to this tweet. What is your thoughts on that?
He said if you're a gamer, 9 times out of 10, you're depressed. Full-time gamer.
He said playing video games for a long period of time is a form of depression.
Well, all right. First and foremost, that's an opinionated statement. Now, if he could prove that through professional findings, then it may be a lot easier to accept it or even support it for that matter. But I will say something. I think it could have been reworded. It can lead to depression. I'm not going to say you're depressed, but I will say it could lead to depression. Because here now you got so many cats get in front of that TV, that PC, and not only hours go by, you talking about days go by. You know what I'm saying? I got some close friends who are gamers. Hell, matter of fact, I got a whole huge situation coming up with Hip Hop Gamer, you know what I'm saying, and the 660. So I kind of understand it from a different point of view. And I'm pretty sure a lot of those gamers, came out and probably were against that because they don't feel depressed. But I would say it could lead to depression. You sit here, your whole day go by. If you ain't making no money, if you ain't on Twitch, you ain't getting paid for what you're doing, you could be winning all day. But when you get up and unplug from that virtual space, because a lot of cats is playing online, the competition is online. You're interacting, you're engaging with whoever, the world. When you get up and you unplug from that world, whether you losing or winning in that space, if you ain't making no money, something in you would probably, make you feel like, damn, I ain't using my time wisely, or damn, whole day gone, or damn, life passing me by, or damn, my kids ain't really rocking with me because I'm so locked into this virtual space with this game, or my lady is just like, she could walk out the door and I don't even realize she gone because I'm so locked in. I'm headphones, I'm talking shit, I'm listening to music, I'm in a whole nother world. And I could say that for some people, it could lead to depression, and I'll leave it at that because I don't want no smoke with the gamers. I want them popping up on my PS5 talking about what that shit you saying. No, I don't want none of that. So, but I will say that if he reworded it differently,
he might have a point.
He might have a point. If he could reword that to that leading to some form of depression, then maybe it could help people that are in that space who do find themselves depressed. Then maybe they could pinpoint it a little better because anybody's gonna be on the defense when you, just right now, I mean, oh, you're depressed. Who? Shit, I'm up. Bag right, crib right, I'm good. I don't gotta do nothing for the next 20 years of my life, my money straight. But that don't mean you're not depressed, because it could be other issues you're dealing with. You could have issues with your family. You could have issues with yourself. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but that's why you see a lot of athletes, and this might cause a few ripples, but that's why you see a lot, for exact words that you just said, like, yo, I ain't got to work for the next 20 years of my life. I'm good, I'm up. And a lot of them athletes, they spend a lot of their time sitting in front of the TV, playing video games, life passing them by.
But in their mind, the bag is secured. Because if you take the average American or the average person in the world who has responsibilities, whether they get up in the morning, at noon, in the evening, or night, they have to figure out how to feed themselves and or their families, okay? So when people getting up and going to work, that's the rat race every day, all day. And for somebody who doesn't have to do that and can sit back and do as they please with their time, they're not gonna be accepting of you saying they're depressed because they're playing this game so long. Now, if you say, hey, this could lead to some forms of depression, then you might be able to spark some interest, because then they might could say like, hell no. And even if they dispute it, they start to recollect the people around them, the people they've dealt with, interact with, like, bro, dude be a little depressed though. We always be talking about him. He lit when he on the game, but when he ain't playing the game, he just nothing. He just, he don't do shit. He at the house, he just getting a gut, getting fat and shit. You know, people, you gotta see it from a different angle. But I will say, if he could, real talk, if he could reword that,
He might have something.
and support it with just a little research. It don't even take a lot. And just support it with that. You can get a lot of people who might come out and be like, bro, he right. I'm a victim of that. I ain't even, because there's a lot of people who are depressed and don't know they're depressed. Let's keep it a buck. Because it's really not a face on depressed. People think depressed looks a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Of course.
Bro got them dirt ass shoes on. Boy, you ugly. Hell, boy. Boy, your kid ugly. Your baby mama ugly. Boy, your life ugly. So to them, he gotta be depressed. This man might be the most well-off individual you've ever met, the most happiest person, at peace person you've ever seen. But to you, depressed looks a certain way. And it's a lot of people around us, successful people who are depressed. I threw a bag on the bed. You could go ask her. I ain't gonna lie. My ex-wife, I threw a bag on the bed. She said, what's that? Boom, I threw a thing of Band-Aids. She was like, what's wrong? I said, you gonna need them. She said, why? I said, cause it's $1.5 million in that bag and I need you to help me count it. So if you get paper cuts, here's some Band-Aids. As cool as that was to be able to say it, I thought about that shit. I wanted to go home and say it to my wife. It's my ex-wife now, but at the time, this is the love of my life. I wanna count that up with me. Yeah. I'm fucking with Puff them. Like, I'm even talking like Puff, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as we get to counting, as I'm counting, I'm thinking about what my niggas doing right now. They ain't counting no $1.5 million cash. Half of them niggas ain't even married. Man, half of them niggas don't even got no house or nowhere to stay. Damn, if I tried to help all my homies out with this little $1.5 million, even though I know I got more money coming, how far would it go? Damn. I started to feel a feeling of depression at that moment. I suppose
With $1.5 million.
With $1.5 million. Cause guess what? I'm looking around and I'm like, shit, who else around me can I help get this? Of course, in my heart of hearts, I want everybody with me to eat like this. You know, that's the thought process. But when you start looking, it's like, well, my homie right here, he ain't even mentally focused. Home just wanna fuck some goddamn groupies and goddamn jump out with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, bro, I just wanna. You're like, damn, boy, you can't say that. Boy, you say you wanna, everybody's trying to be you at the moment. And I'm like, bro, you're not, it's not that you don't have the talent. I just don't think you're focused on how to really make this work. Cause you mind here, or bro, you have no business acumen. How niggas wasn't around me saying, yo, bro, I wanna help you find the best PR. I wanna help, everybody wanted to be the rapper. So when you sit back and you be like, damn, everybody can't rap. Well, damn, how am I gonna convince them to try something else so they can help me so I can help them? That will create a depression. I was depressed at that moment. My ex-wife actually said, what's wrong?
That's crazy.
I was like, man, I'm counting this money and ain't nobody else around me getting a bag like this. Damn, so as the homie, that's getting this bag like this, if I give all them this bag, does that help us all get this bag? Or does it deplete my bag and I watch them blow the money because they didn't really have to work for it or they don't know what to do with the money? You know what I'm saying? So the depression looks different. I'm talking about I'm out here icing in a bitch. Slick depressed because the homies ain't icing in a bitch with me.
Now that's real talk, kid. That's real talk.